We wish to welcome everyone to today's event, especially our respected Vice Chancellor, sir, our respected Dean Faculty, respected Registrar, sir, all the eminent masterminds behind the great success going on here, our eminent faculties, and the most respected Dr. Avishai Antonovsky, illustrious son and successor of the one and only Dr. Antonovsky, father of Salutogenesis, whose birthday we are celebrating today. I request Dr. Avishai, can you put on your video so that we can... Yes.
Hi.
So introducing our respected Vice Chancellor, Professor S.C. Parija, sir, who is one of the most eminent medical educationalists of our country, and we are so honored to have him as our Vice Chancellor. Introducing Dr. Avishai, the illustrious son of Dr. Antonovsky. I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to unveil on this occasion the portrait. Sir, please. Camera. Taking this opportunity to unveil with our gratitude the portrait of Professor Aaron Antonovsky. A very special day where we can pay tribute to the father of Salutogenesis, whose 99th birthday we are celebrating today, 19th of December at Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth, with the exalted presence of his illustrious son, Dr. Avishai Antonovsky, and so many of our Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth family members here in person and online. I now request our dignitaries to come into the Tirumula Ravai for the official event at this time.
So namaste and welcome to each and everyone today on this wonderful day where you just witnessed the unveiling of the plaque for Professor Antonovsky in commemoration of his 99th birthday and the upcoming centenary year by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. So welcoming Professor Ananda Balayogi, sir, to offer the prayer and the welcome address, please.
Namaste, everybody. Greetings. It gives me great pleasure to give the welcome address. Before that, as in our tradition, we'll start with a mantra shloka. I request everyone to sit. No, please sit with your spine erect. Sitting quietly with eyes closed, contemplating the inner aspects of our wellness, that swasthya that lies within us, the divinity that lies within each and every one of us. Om. Om. Sahana bhavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaveryam karvavahai, Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. It gives me great pleasure to give the welcome address today. I would like to first and foremost welcome our most honorable, visionary Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Subhash Chandra Parija, sir, to this event. I would like to invite and welcome Professor Ananthakrishnan, sir, our Dean of Faculty, our esteemed Registrar, Professor Srinivasan, sir, Professor Ravi Shankar sir, Professor Usha Karunanidhi madam, and all our eminent personalities of SBV. And the most important for all of us today, Dr. Avishai Antonovsky. Such a pleasure to have you with us. We have, over the past 15 years, been working on wellness, health promotion here at Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth, one of India's top universities in the health sciences, with the highest grade of A++ by the National Accreditation and Assessment Committee. The word salutogenesis is so close to us, and so is your beloved father, Professor N Ananthakrishnan. And to have you with us today and to be celebrating your father's 99th birthday, what a beautiful day for all of us to be together. This is a special occasion, and it is happening only because of the benevolent support of our Chancellor and the entire management, who have, from the inception of the university, focused on wellness, salutogenesis, rather than pathogenesis and disease. This is unheard of in this part of the world. And so it gives me great pleasure to welcome each and every one of you who have come here in person, online, to this wonderful event, a day that will be etched in our hearts forever as we begin the year of salutogenesis, the centenary year of Professor N Ananthakrishnan. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for welcoming everybody. May I now call upon Professor N Ananthakrishnan, sir, the Dean of Faculty, to give a brief on the establishment and the future plans of the Institute of Salutogenesis and Complementary Medicine. Ananthakrishnan, sir.
Thank you, Meena, and my greetings again to you, Dr. Avishai. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
To our university. As Anand said, we in this university take a great pride in going on a different path from other universities. Most health science universities in India, the focus is on disease and curing disease. As your father has pointed out, their focus was on pathogenesis. Like the old motto of serial Star Wars, which you might have seen, when we started our journey, we wanted to boldly go where no man has gone before in a health science university. This first Constituent College of our university started in the year 2001. Ours is a young institute. And within 4 years after that, we had started our focus on wellness rather than on disease, although at that time we did not know this word salutogenesis. So the interventions by yoga and music therapy started in 2005 and 6 in order to promote wellness in patients where modern medicine has either nothing to offer or requires some complementary system to get them through the crisis into a period of wellness. So that was how we started. And in the year 2010, we thought we'll make it much more formal for a health science university. We started 2 departments or 2 centers called the Center of Yoga Therapy Education and Research, called CITER, and the Center for Music Therapy Education and Research, called CIMTER. Both started in the year 2010. And the aim was to serve as complementary systems to modern medicine, or allopathy as it is called, to provide wellness. Initially, the focus was on hospitalized patients. And then we realized that will be a very limited scope, and therefore we extended this concept of wellness to our staff and students, to our patients, and to the community that we serve by outreach programs. In the year 2013 was the first year when we heard this term salutogenesis, and we became aware of the seminal work of your respected father in ontology about the Jewish survivors of the Holocaust. That impressed us terribly, and from that day in 2013, salutogenesis has been the focus of our university in all its endeavors. And since we were running parallel tracks, we thought it is time to unite both of them into one institute. And the best name that occurred to us to describe what that institute will do is to call it the Institute of Salutogenesis and Complementary Medicine. So that started less than 4 months ago on 22nd of August 2022. Day after tomorrow will be 4 months after inauguration of the Institute of Salutogenesis. Now these institutes are running programs from certificates to masters and doctoral programs, PhDs. And this year onwards, after they have combined to form the Institute of Salutogenesis, we have introduced a special program of 2 credits on salutogenesis for all the students of this institute. And also this concept has been introduced into all our undergraduate streams, the dental stream, the medical stream, the nursing stream, as part of their formal curriculum. So several dozen papers have been published, and my colleague Dr. Anand has shared it with you, and we'll welcome your suggestions on where we should go from there after seeing what we have reached. So I am reminded of Ralph Waldo Emerson's statement, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail behind." So that is what we are endeavoring. We have got collaborations with the University of Iowa, with East Anglia, with CREMS. And now today we will be signing an MOU for collaboration with the University of Norway, as my colleague has mentioned. This theory of coherence, which your father proposed, very similar to the ancient Indian philosophy of understanding, comprehending what is meaning in life, and that all problems can be managed. And the slogan of Sanatan Dharma is realize that Tat Tvam Asi, you are thou. So it's a great pleasure for us to have you, and I sincerely hope that you will find time to visit us and spend a few days here going around and giving us advice about how to proceed. And we'll have a continued collaboration. We already enrolled all our faculty in STARS in Zurich, and we will get some inputs from them. But the centenary year of your father can be best commemorated by spreading his message around the world instead of restricting it to 1 or 2 centers, because the name is yet to appear in the dictionary, and the whole population should know that the time has come when we should move from illness to wellness. So we welcome you, sir. We are very happy to have encountered your contact after your letter to us. And I hope you have recovered from COVID and are back to normal. And we look forward to having you with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for briefing up so well about the institute and how it was established. May I now call upon Dr. Avishai Antonovsky to offer the special address, the illustrious son of Dr. Aaron Antonovsky, the Mental Fitness Branch, Department of Health and Well-Being, Medical Corps, Israel Defense Forces. So over to you, Dr. Avishai.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this beautiful greetings and welcome and the virtual tour around your campus and the most moving words that were just said. So thank you very much for this invitation. I'm so honored to be here with you. And as you mentioned, last week I had the bad luck of joining the COVID statistics. One of the things that helped me feel better was mindful breathing, suggested to me by Dr. Ananda. So thank you for this as well. A bit of history. In 1973, when I was about 12 years old, I moved with my family to live near the city of Beersheba in southern Israel. My father was one of the founders of the new medical school that was established there. He led a unique, socially oriented approach where students went out to community clinics already in their first year of studies, and they were taught to treat patients as whole human beings, not as a case of a specific disease. The area we lived in is known for its hot and dry weather. One day at our new home, I was helping my father plant some flowers in our garden. My father was not an expert in gardening, and I remember him saying, "It is easy to understand why some flowers don't make it. The real mystery is why some flowers grow very nicely despite all the obstacles that they need to overcome." I believe that along with planting flowers, he then planted the seeds for the salutogenic question: how can we explain health? I grew up to become a social psychologist and a musician, and during the last decade, I've been involved in salutogenic research and practice within the global working group on salutogenesis that belongs to the International Union of Health Promotion and Education. As you know, a unique feature of the salutogenic model, besides being a paradigmatic shift from the classical pathogenic medical model, is its universal nature. Unlike several other Western concepts, the concept of sense of coherence, which is the core construct of the salutogenic model, can be applied cross-culturally. This is why the establishment of the Institute for Salutogenesis and Complementary Medicine was so good news for the Global Working Group and for the Center of Salutogenesis in Zurich, Switzerland. The Global Working Group has members from Western and Northern Europe, from Canada, Africa, Israel, and Singapore. We need a strong link to a belief system and philosophy that truly represents the idea of mind and body as inseparable. A holistic view of human existence where health promotion is comprised of physical, mental, social, and spiritual elements which are united in theory and in practice. From what I've learned so far about the Institute for Salutogenesis and Complementary Medicine, I think we've come to the right place. Therefore, I call for scientific collaboration between ISCM and the Global Working Group, and I really hope to see some of you at the next International Conference on Salutogenesis, which will probably take place in Poland in 2024. So once again, I truly appreciate being invited to take part in this most exciting event. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Avishai, for putting it out, so beautifully, how a human being is a whole unit and not just the body, right?
That's right.
Yeah, thank you so much for that beautiful address. May I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor S.C. Parija, Sir, to give the commemorative address, please.
Good morning. Respected Dr. Avishai Antonovsky, the most illustrious son of Antonovsky, the father of Salutogenesis, esteemed Dean of Faculty, Professor N Ananthakrishnan, Professor Srinivasan, Registrar of our University, SBV, Dr Ananda Balayogi, Director of Institute of Salutogenesis and Complementary Medicine, a unique center in this part of the country, Dr. Meena Ramanathan, Deputy Director, ISCM, all my dear esteemed heads of the various institutions, administrative heads, administrative staff, and above all, my dear faculties and students of this great university, Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth. At the outset, I take this opportunity to offer my greetings from Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth on my behalf and behalf of our esteemed Honorable Chancellor, C.M. Rajgopalan, on this occasion, one of the historic activities being initiated at our Balaji Vidyapeeth SBV. Today is really a memorable day of SBV on which we are creating a celebration of the Centenary celebration of Dr. Antonovsky, the father of Salutogenesis in the worldwide. This center has been implementing in true spirit and word the concept of salutogenesis. And this is one of our unique strength of our universities. We have been promoting health, mental wellness, and integrating the concept of music therapy and yoga therapy for the wellness of the society at large. In this context, it's really worth to mention that our university is one of the few universities, only universities who have been adopting the concept of salutogenesis being initiated by Dr. Antonovsky to make it more active and to make it more beneficial for the people in the society. And I'm confident that with the, again, active support and contribution of Dr. Avishai for this concept of salutogenesis, and I'm so happy that you have agreed to be part of our family to suggest and to contribute further the concept of salutogenesis in our universities. That's a great. At SBV, I take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks to my predecessor, Dr. K.R. Seturaman, the then Vice Chancellor of the universities, and currently Dr. Ananthakrishnan, the Dean of Faculties, who have initiated and nurtured the concept of salutogenesis in our universities that benefits a large number of people. And I like to acknowledge their thanks on my behalf of universities for their growth and promotions of the salutogenesis in our country. And I'm confident that we are always confident the future of our SBV. And as Dean Faculty was mentioning, we always try to explore to the areas which less people are being exploring. This is our uniqueness of our universities. In this way, I am confident with all the young teams like all of you being here in our universities, we'll implement this concept of salutogenesis more and more, and will contribute more, university will contribute more for benefits that give salutogenesis in understanding and for the general wellness of the community at large. Again, I take this opportunity to thank you very much, Dr. Avishai Antonovsky. In spite of your COVID problem, still you could be available with us and
Thank you.
share your moment with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that commemorative address. So it gives me immense pleasure to be offering the vote of thanks today on this grand function. Thanking our Chancellor, Sir M.K. Rajagopalan, sir, who was far-sighted vision, established such centers here way back more than a decade ago. And our Professor S.C. Parija, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, thank you very much, sir, for your constant motivation. And Dean Faculty, Professor Ananthakrishnan, sir, we fondly call him AK, sir. AK 47 is what he calls himself. So thank you very much, sir, for your support and mentorship, because whatever we are, wherever we are, it is nothing but your effort and Sethuraman sir's effort that has brought us here. So thanking Sethuraman sir also in this occasion, and our very beloved registrar sir, Professor Srinivasan sir, and you, Dr. Avishai Antonovsky, I can't see you here. So when I was browsing through, you know, it was very interesting to understand the name Avishai means the gift of the Father. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
So you are the gift of a very gifted father.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
Our deep sense of gratitude. And on behalf of SBV, I cordially invite you to be here in person and not just virtually, and spend a few days like AK sir was inviting you also. So on behalf of SBV, you are invited over to come and stay with us for a few days at least.
Thank you very much. I hope to be able to come sometime.
So we are requesting our registrar, who, you know, like just prepares a song extempo, and he is very good in delivering that. So I'm requesting Professor Srinivasan sir, in between the vote of thanks, to please come and you know, offer this as his part of the felicitations to ISCM.
Thank you, sir. This is actually Rag Shankarabaranam, which is almost equivalent to the major scale C, since you are a musician. So it is actually an impromptu composition, and I hope actually I won't fumble much. Shankarabarana Ragatil, Shankarabarana Ragatil, Padi Tuditen Avishai Antonovsky Avarai, Shankarabarana Nisala Nisani Pamagama Pamagari Sari Gama Pamagama Pamada Pamagama Shankarabarana Shankarabarana Ragatil, Shankarabarana Ragatil, Avishai Antonovsky Avarai போற்றுவோமே பணிவோமே ஸ்ரீ பாலாஜி வித்யாபீட் நலம் கருதி உலகநலம் கருதி Salutogenesis எனும் கான்செப்டை உருவாக்கிய ப்ரொஃபசர் ஆண்டனவ்ஸ்கி அவரை போற்றி துதித்து பாராட்டுவோமே பாராட்டுவோம் Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Actually, this is actually the Rag Shankarabharanam, which is supposed to be a very old raga in the Carnatic genre. Actually, in the Indian classical stone, in fact, Dr. Ramana, this one, Ananda Balayogi actually is an eminent musician. He would appreciate. There are two genres actually of Indian classical music. One which essentially comes from the southern part of the Deccan Plateau, we call it as Carnatic music. The other one which essentially comes from the north, we call it Hindustani. Both have got this major scale C, which has been duly incorporated into the facet of the classical music. We call it Shankarabharanam, which is the 29th raga in the 72 raga scale, which corresponds to the Bhilaval thought actually in the Hindustani, which is almost similar actually to the major scale C here, since you are a musician. So this particular small composition extols the virtues of salutogenesis. Let wellness prevail, which is also the logo of Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth. Not only Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth will benefit from the concept of salutogenesis and your patronage coming from the illustrious son of Professor Antonovsky, but let the message actually be spread wide and far, disseminated, so that salutogenesis in the largest meaning actually for several years, it is going to sustain the holistic wellness of this humanity at large. So this is the meaning actually in a nutshell. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I came to talk about salutogenesis and I learned music. Thank you.
So thank you very much, sir, for that impromptu composition. So it was his way of offering gratitude and thanks to your father, right? And let me continue thanking people here. Professor Ravi Shankar, sir, thank you so much for always being there for us. And Usha ma'am and all the heads of the institutions and all the faculty who are here. Thank you so much for your constant support, and a special word of gratitude and thanks to our very dear GM admin, Asha Suresh Babu ma'am. And thank you from day one. Your support has been really very helpful for us till date. Thank you for that continued support. And thanks to our project head, Sri Suresh Babu sir, for organizing all this in a very, very quick time. And Venkatraman sir and his team for the IT support. Thanks to all of you who are here, to commemorate this occasion, and those who have joined us online, each and every one of you, our gratitude. And last but not the least, my very dear team of from ISCM. So thank you all so much. We will take a short break for coffee and a few biscuits and snacks. So Avishai ji, we are going to offer it like virtually to you online. So when you come here next time, we will definitely give you the special, South Indian coffee. The full flavor of that you'll be able to enjoy. So thank you so much again. I'll just finish up with the Shanti mantra, praying for the universal peace and wellness.
Thank you.
Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu. Om shantihi shantihi shantihi. Om. Thank you, everybody. Hoping to meet you soon, Dr. Avishai. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye and
Bye-bye.
see you.
Thank you.